pre-match show presented by Brian Bird's Home Selling Team. Score the best deal on a home with the Brian Bird's Home Selling Team. Visit brianbirds.com or call 915-751-1500.
Locomotive FC is back in El Paso. Tonight, looking for a win against Real Monarchs SLC. This behind-the-scenes moment brought to you by GECU. It's Noche de Locos at Southwest University Park. The crowd looking forward to another big win and a big night at the Fortress. Good evening. Duke Keith along with Heidi Mocha. It is the Brian Bird's Home Selling Team pregame show. And Heidi, tonight begins a very, very busy slate of games for Locomotive FC.
Absolutely. Busy being the operative word. So El Paso will be playing 9 matches in a month's worth of time. So lots of fun for the fans, not so easy on the team. But as head coach Mark Lowry says, you play the games that are on the schedule, and this team has the depth to still keep picking up points.
To that point, let's take a look at where Locomotive FC sits. Heidi, picking up points on the road, really good all season with only 2 losses, still at the top of the Mountain Division. Yet you have to like that cushion with 3 matches in hand against second place Colorado Springs, couple of head-to-head matches remaining against them. Really, if we're nitpicking anything here, it's that El Paso has 3 draws in their last 5 matches.
I definitely agree, Duke. But when you look at it a little closer, those 3 draws came on the road under tough circumstances. So definitely not making excuses here, but those were after quick turnarounds and against teams in locations that are hard to travel to. So you come away with points at Colorado Springs, Orange County, and against an Austin Bold team that is playing really great soccer right now. So not wins, but those points on the road are important to keep that lead and have those playoffs come through El Paso. And
Locomotive has been superb at home, looking to make it 21 straight unbeaten here. Tonight's opponent, Real Monarchs SLC, if you saw their position in the standings, currently at the bottom, coming in having lost 6 in a row, but they did pick up a draw on Sunday. Very favorable matchup, though, for El Paso against a team on short rest, struggling to find the back of the net.
So El Paso needs to get the win. This will be their 4th and final match between the 2 teams this year, and El Paso has won each match. And quite frankly, they've dominated Real Monarchs SLC. But the Monarchs will be playing hard. A loss tonight, and they are eliminated from playoff contention. But El Paso has had a full week to prepare, and when you play here at the Fortress, opponents have a hard time finding success.
Locomotive FC wants the playoffs coming through El Paso. A win tonight gets them closer to that goal. And on Noche de Locos, these fans will definitely be happy. El Paso Locomotive FC versus Real Monarchs SLC headed your way next.
Thank you for watching the pre-match show presented by Brian Bird's Home Selling Team. Score the best deal on a home with the Brian Bird's Home Selling Team. Visit brianbirds.com or call 915-751-1500.
Locomotive FC has gone Adidas. Brand new official Locomotive gear in the 3 stripes is available, including the 2021 jerseys and new styles from men, women, and children. With unique colors and styles, there's something for everyone. Shop online at locomotiveteamshop.com or visit our team shop located at the stadium. Season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a second of the Locos in action by getting a seat to every match. Buy your tickets now at eplocomotivefc.com/ticket or by calling or texting 915-235-GOAL. Nitro Circus is back for 2021 with the action-packed You Got This tour coming to El Paso Saturday, October 23rd. Top athletes in FMX, skate, BMX, scooter, and more. Are you ready to get this party started? Touring down huge world's firsts off the biggest ramps in action sports with more crazy contraptions, more insane stunts, more high adrenaline fun than ever before. El Paso, get ready to put your hands in the air. We're coming to Southwest University Park this October 23rd. Get your tickets now at nitrocircus.com. Locomotive FC offers a wide variety of exclusive experiences, including private party spaces, individual suites, and hospitality areas. Give us a call at 915-235-GOAL for more information and to book your next event.
Welcome to Southwest University Park, an absolutely gorgeous evening for soccer. Duke, Keith, and Heidi Mocha with you. Locomotive FC versus Real Monarchs as we take a look at the starting lineups for the home team. Yeah, you're seeing it as we see it. No Richie Ryan, no Yuma, Heidi.
No, but we have very capable and talented replacements with Nick Ross sitting in where Ryan usually is, and Andrew Fox anchoring the back with Mishak.
As we take a look at Real Monarchs tonight, coming in at 4-16-5, 17 points in the bottom of the Mountain Division. And there you see Eris Briggs right up top. This has been a guy who has punished Locomotive FC in the past.
Yes, he has contributed to some goals against the Locomotive. But what we notice also on their starting lineup is Malik Johnson is not in it, as he was suspended with a second yellow card in the 90th minute of the last game.
It will be Eder Borelli wearing the captain's armband tonight for Locomotive FC in their dark blues this evening. And we are underway from Southwest University Park on Noche de Locos. Will it get a little crazy on a Wednesday evening, or will Locomotive hold serve once again versus a team they have never lost to in the regular season?
And getting started on their long run of a month's worth of games, it's going to be good to get started at home and see if they can get some points and get a win to get that long stretch started here.
Solid crowd on hand here at Southwest University Park for the start of this one. Fireworks coming after. The bandanas have been handed out right and left. You'll be seeing those waving throughout the evening. An eighth notch, as they always do. The sugar skulls are out. Some of those don't look very sugary. For this Locomotive FC team, Heidi, as they look again for consistency, we talked about the draws in the last 5 matches. Only one win in that bunch. But picking up important points on the road. I know that fans, and I'm sure Locomotive, very disappointed in the way that match at San Antonio finished out, or Austin, I should say. But as you're looking for that consistency from Mark Lowry's squad, he's got depth. And that is, I think, a big, big thing. As we see our center referee, Elton Garcia, Seth Martin, and Chris Canales, the assistant refs. Fourth official is Drew Pear this evening. But this is a team that you want to do well against because you have never lost to them. You've drawn with them before, but they're at the bottom of the division. Locomotive will expect to get 3 points tonight, correct?
Yes, and that's something that I heard some of the Coach Lowry and some of the players were asked to talk about this week. You know, you play the match for the reason that it's anybody's game. I mean, yes, you can see where they are in the division and what the results are, but no team gets the win or the draw until they earn it. So you have to go in and still be confident and attack, but you have to be willing to earn that win. At home, like we said, it's been a fortress situation with the Locomotive. And, you know, if you are with the Real Monarchs SLC, I mean, this is it. If they don't get a point here, if they lose to the Locomotive tonight, they're out of playoff contention. So it's a young team, and they need a point.
Should be noted as well, that is correct. You're also seeing no Lucho Solignac to start up front, as there we see James Olave, the head coach of Real Monarchs. Fiery man. I love matches played at Zions Bank Stadium in and around the Sandy, Utah area, because you can usually hear what Jameson's got to say. You might not want children in the room when you do turn up the volume, but he is certainly a good coach for this level.
I think passionate might be how he would like to be.
Oh, well done. Into the corner and just wide. Aaron Gomez was there. Beautiful one touch off the head of Eder Borelli. And off the head of Aaron Gomez, who knows how to score a headed goal. This one just a little wide of Jimmy Slayton, who starts in the net tonight.
Just wide.
Well,
That's a good ball across, and Gomez just misses. He wants that one back, I'm sure. He's been so consistent and such a great goal scorer for the Locomotive.
all-time leading goal scorer for this Locomotive team. I know you are going to talk about it in your Casa Auto Group keys to the game. That has something to do with steering shots on target, putting things on frame. This has been a theme for my broadcast partner.
Yes. I'm a broken record when it comes to getting your attempts on goal and on frame, on target.
Leandro Carrijo, who starts for Lucho Solignac. I was going to bring that up before that last little foray. So Lucho on the bench tonight. He is available. Nothing's wrong there, but the veteran Brazilian, Leandro Carrijo, gets the starting nod. Here's Jose Aguinaga. Spaniard backing away. And earns Locomotive a Chick-fil-A corner kick. Let's take a look at the Casa Auto Group keys to the game tonight. Heidi.
Okay, so first, the Locomotive needs to set the tone. So El Paso's got off to a slow start in the last match against the Real Monarchs SLC. And even also they conceded a goal early in the match. So they ended up winning 3-1, but playing a young team that lacks experience, Locomotive needs to come out and pressure the defenders and create chances right from the start. And if so, we, get some good results. Then we need to convert chances. The Real Monarchs.
Here's Luna. Speaking of, that will be dribbled out, and it looks like we're going to the other corner.
And the other corner. Okay, and convert chances. So the Real Monarchs team gives up a lot of goals. So far, they've given up 42 into 2021. So take advantage of this. I mean, setting the tone, get those chances, and right now, like you said, get them on frame. To get the ball in the back of the net. And then last managed minutes is going to be 9 matches in 31 days. El Paso's done a good job making sure guys get rest, but it's especially important now when you're toward the end of the season ahead of the playoffs.
Luna drives one low. Aaron Gomez trying to get a hold of that. It will be a throw for Locomotive FC, but I'm kind of thinking that one didn't quite go the way
No.
Locomotive wanted it to go.
I don't think so. But yeah, so Locomotive, between those set the tone, convert chances, and manage minutes, they can get ahead in this match. Then we'd expect to see them managing those minutes by subbing in players.
Deep throw and another great header into the mixer by Brian Rebellon. Nobody in a blue jersey able to get on top of that, but Locomotive will control. Since the last match played here July 31st, that 3-1 win you were talking about, Real Monarchs has only won once, and that was a surprise result, 1-0 on the road in San Diego. That was Saturday, August the 7th. That's their last win. So Real Monarchs with just 4 wins in the season, and certainly a far cry from the USL Championship winning side of 2019.
Well, the last match, though, they did earn a draw against New York Red Bulls. So, it was a clean sheet. And they had this changing goalkeeper as well. And they had their second penalty kick save, second game in a row with a penalty kick save. First by Deuce Nippen, now by Slayton. So, as we said, Locomotive needs to come into this match and take care of business.
Aaron Gomez with a big switch by Maka King. Diego off to the left. Eder Borelli.
And in the last match for Locomotive, Diego was impressive. Earning him even Team of the Week honors with his spectacular goal.
So we take a look at the Texas Tech injury report. As you see Maka King getting set up. Yuma still out with that groin injury. Sadly suffered in the last home match for Locomotive FC. And Richie Ryan picking up a calf injury in those slate of road matches. So the veteran Irishman, the veteran Spaniard, 2 of the senior members on this squad, hopefully back and healthy at some point during this stretch run. But Eder Borelli, captain FC Juarez Bravos from across the borders. We see him cross this ball to Mishak. Certainly a capable captain.
Definitely. He's taken the armband from Yuma and Richie, and now he is going to lead the team from his left back position. But, you know, with Fox in the middle, with Mishak, they'll definitely, you add, with Fox, you add a lot of size and strength to go along with, you know, his ability to read the game and organize the defense. And then we have Rick Ross playing in the 6. Oh, excuse me, Nick Ross.
Here's Rebellon, the cross to the far post. Chested down. Pardon me. Carrijo. That'll be brought back by Luna. The chip by Aguinaga. I think he got Rick rolled there.
Exactly.
Nice cross. Carrijo trying to ping one to Aguinaga. The veteran Brazilian has the moves in the box. You can't imagine that he'll be out there the full 90, but mercy, does he give Locomotive a touch of class up front?
Yeah, he has a knack about finding the goal, creating dangerous chances, and then, you know, more than likely who's going to come in for him? Lucho. So you're going to trade one fantastic player for another who's a known goal scorer too.
73 goals in 102 appearances for FC Juarez Bravos for Leandro Carrijo. Good ping by Luna. Excellent vision. Aron trying to steer it. Cannot get the shot off. That is well seen by Real. It will be another Chick-fil-A corner though. Well done by Monarchs. Bodie Davis there to see it, short corner this time. And lifted out for a throw.
Luna's vision on that to get that ball to Gomez. The Real Monarchs SLC defender does a good job of matching up and breaking that up just in time.
Well, it's a Texas Tech nod to the dock. Bodie Davis taking the bounce, the carom off the head. And so Matt Murphy, I believe their head trainer, will be on to take a look. It's going to be, looks like another corner. Well, Davis. Lots and lots of youth on this squad. We take a look at Luna getting ready to set up for this corner. Your Southwest University player profile. Second on the team, tied with Aron Gomez with 6 goals, 4 assists as well, and is a part of this latest team of the week. Of course, scoring versus Austin Bold, which is where he scored his first professional goal in their first visit earlier.
Yeah, he has not slowed down since he started in this league and is continuing now as we said, as an 18-year-old.
Well covered. Rebellon can't get there. Mishak, nice touch. Ross will steer it to Borelli. Borelli, that one's partially deflected. Well done by Aron. It's a push in the back for his troubles by Javier Orozco. But easy for Jimmy Slayton to pick up.
First time we've really seen the Monarchs trying to knock the ball around, seeing if they could get some rhythm and build forward towards an attacking opportunity.
Driven forward. That's lifted out for a throw by Maka King. Getting that one right, Harun Conte. Obviously, they want to find the big man, Eris Briggs, out of Memphis, Tennessee. Locomotive hasn't been able to keep a clean sheet versus these guys, though they have the 3 wins. Real has been able to put one in the back of the net in each of the 3 matchups they have had this season.
And I think the Locomotive would love to get a clean sheet tonight. And let's get that started by getting some goals into the back of the net. Runs a little bit just too far.
Good thought by Mishak trying to find Maka King up the wing. But Real playing again from there, deep in their defensive third.
Yeah, they're putting players behind the ball and just kind of letting the Locomotive kind of come to them. And I mean, for them, if they can get out of here with a draw, then a draw on the road at Locomotive, that would be, and I would expect that they would find success in that.
Conte with the throw, and it'll be gathered by Mishak. Andrew Fox. Morelli. If you're James Olave, though, and obviously the studs he had in 2019 who helped win Real Monarchs a championship, they're gone. They're all playing in, you know, the good ones are playing in Major League Soccer. Ochoa in goal, taking over for Nick Raimondo, which everybody knew was going to happen at some point. Has elected to play for the Mexican national team, even though he's had a few call-ups here and there with the U.S. youth squads. But all of those guys are gone, and you've got essentially a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, and from what I read about the Monarchs is that is kind of become their philosophy as a club. They are looking to have sign promising young internationals and promote their academy and build young players.
Carrijo driven by Rebellon just wide. Carrijo, great job to just lift it to Rebellon. First time wide of the net.
Just get it on target.
Shots on target. SOT. I'm noticing a theme.
I love the ball down, headed down towards his feet, and the first time attempt, and that is not an easy ball to strike, so he did a great job to keep it down on that shot.
How feathery, though, was that service from Carrijo?
We're used to seeing that in the last 10 minutes or right at the end of stoppage time.
Absolutely. Well, Carrijo loves a good crowd. That one will run out for a Real Monarchs throw. And the crowd loves Carrijo, that's for sure. I'm sure he'd love to set off a few fireworks of his own this evening.
But you mentioned about the Monarchs and Coach Olave. I mean, if you have young players and they get a lot of experience at playing time, you can keep building on that. And, you know, if you're already in a learning position as far as where your team is in the standings and stuff like that, I mean, what do you have to lose if you can get some more experience, snag a draw or a win here and there, and you can build on everything for your future. So a little different than what the Locomotive has, you know, with so many returning players, and Coach Lowry really focusing on having the depth and at least 2 players per position and so many options.
Driven ball by Maka King, chested down by Gomez. Well done to trap. Morelli looking to cross to the far posts over Carrijo's head. They'll run it down in the corner. It'll be an El Paso throw. Again, Harun Conte, the man on the scene. King can certainly throw it in long and will do so. Nodded by Rebellon, looking for Carrijo up top. Pushed out by Monarchs. Run up from King. Rebellon. Nifty in for off the crossbar. Fox. A little closer. It looked like it was going to dip. It didn't to the last. And it's a goal kick for Real Monarchs. Andrew Fox was there. Free header in the box after all of that.
Absolutely. He is a great target up front for the Locomotive. It's great to see them find him. But what a series of combinations and possession over on the right flank. I mean, if they can keep that up and give the time for the play to develop and then find the open man, they'll get one here shortly.
Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select, the official ball supplier of the championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select product special offers, SelectSportAmerica.com. Locomotive trying to pressure. Real and Conte able to see that out. That'll be driven over the back line, and a goal kick coming for Logan Ketterer. First time we've gotten to mention his name tonight, the big man from Madison. 6 clean sheets in the season. It won't be quite the same 2021 as it was in 2020 for him. But 10 clean sheets among the best in the league once again. And certainly in those key positions proves his worth time and again.
Absolutely. And a lot of, I know the team believes that also. All those clean sheets are they might go on the goalkeeper's record, but the whole team finds pride in that. And Locomotive is known for limiting shots and shots on target of their opponents.
Pass off target, it's into the mixer in the middle. Here's Ross. Scotsman sorts it out, although it will bounce back for Real. Monarchs. Good switch by Ibrahim Bonse, but off target. Borelli. Aron Gomez. Aguinaga. Spaniard back to Mishak. Rebellon has shown his worth on both the right and left wing. Almost interchangeable with Maka King. And that's part of what Mark Lowry's looking for.
Yeah.
Guys who can play different roles through the season. And as you see, Nick Ross in as the number 6. Rebellon and Maka changing back and forth.
Yeah, that versatility is key. They're just trying to draw the defender, get an advantage, and then take the space that now has been created by knocking it back and forth and just moving.
It doesn't seem like Monarchs is really biting just yet, are they?
No,
not a whole lot.
They are right now. They've been content to just kind of try to stay back and see.
Oh, that's almost a dreadful mistake by Slayton, stumbling right in front of Aron Gomez, but does recover. Aron Gomez would have said thank you for that gift. Stop at the gift shop almost. For Locomotive's all-time leading goal scorer, 15 in his career, his 3rd consecutive season on loan from Ciudad Juarez and Juarez Bravos. That will bounce kindly. Carrijo trying to steer it back, double team. Carrijo still with it from the byline. Chopped out by Conte. It'll be a Locomotive throw.
And that's what it took to handle him, as double and triple teamed, I think. But that means there is a Locomotive player open, so who was it?
Kevin Salcedo. Here is Borelli. Cross eye in the box, headed over. Carrijo there again. But once again, I'm hearing my partner's voice in my ears.
I think that it looked like his timing was just a little off. He got the ball on the way up and didn't get it down, as you can see from it going off target over the bar.
Yep. Well deflected by Ross. Rebellon trying to backheel that one a little further in toward the 6 was Carrijo. It'll bounce out. Locomotive with another throw.
And the Locomotive seem to be taking these chances and putting them in front to try to get the opportunity on goal. A lot more than in other matches I've seen them. Once they kind of hit a dead end down.
King Rebellon up in the air. Aguinaga trying to get there. Well done by Briggs to get a piece. Some fancy footwork by Brett Halsey. Royal Monarchs out of trouble. Although, right back to Locomotive.
Yeah, I think they're just looking to do a counter attack, but they just didn't connect on breaking that one out. But what I was saying is the Locomotive are getting down into the attacking third, and a lot of times if they find a dead end, I've seen in the past, they'll knock it back central or knock it back wide and knock it back across to the other side of the pitch. But they've been kind of putting those balls in front and still kind of creating some chances, but it's not what we've seen a lot of this season.
Well done by Aguinaga on the touch line. sticks with it against Miller trying to drive one, and that's Salcedo. Borelli, nice touch. Played back into space. Aguinaga a little too far ahead of Borelli. Brody Miller able to get that one to bounce off Borelli for a goal kick.
Yeah, Aguinaga, that was a great turn there to get forward on that chance. But like we've said, the Monarchs have so many players back, and that the crosses have to be on target, or they might break it up.
Possession, as you might expect, 70-30. Here is Mishak. Side foots it.
A little crafty.
Yes.
Side
Briggs
foot.
breathing down his neck.
I don't know if Ketterer was thrilled with that.
Probably not.
But it was effective.
Aron in the corner. Aron will get that one to bounce. And it is a Real throw. Monarchs throw, I should say. That's Bodie Davis. He'll leave off for Orozco. Aziaziel Orozco getting the start in his hometown, the native El Pasoan, part of that Real Monarchs Academy. And that's really wonderful to see. Loose ball, that'll be covered by Jimmy Slayton. Salcedo. Orozco. Little spell of possession here for Real, trying to work it across midfield. Orozco. Had a couple of trials with Tigres and Santos Laguna in Mexico. Matches for their youth academies. And now, a part of the Real system. Borelli. A bounce around, good pressure applied by Sam Brown. Locomotive will see their way out. But it'll roll and touch for the home side. On Noche de Locos this evening, a solid crowd on hand. 2,500 bandanas. Loco bandanas with the sugar skulls on the top issued to the fans. Locomotive has done jerseys in year 1 and year 2. Something for the fans tonight, free of charge. Well, after you buy your ticket. Let's point that out. Here's Rebellon. King. And earns a foul. That's Conte. And you see the bandanas are up there. Great video on the part of Locomotive this week with Sebastian Velasquez showing all of the ways you can use your bandana. Wristbands, headbands, flags, the whole bit. Borelli to Gomez. And it'll come Aguinaga. Aron Gomez forces the save from Slayton. Well played, Locomotive. 1-2 passing, that was on target, but Slayton
yeah, it was
had
a nice little setup by them. They read each other well on the defense, and he just kind of set him up, knocked it in, give and go, and a great chance on target.
Orozco.
Gomez is knocking tonight, right?
He has enjoyed his time versus Real Monarchs this year. He scored in every match. Join the USL in celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through October 15th. Visit uslsoccer.com/Hispanic-Heritage for exclusive content and stories that celebrate the members of the Hispanic community that have shaped the USL. Nice one on Lucho Solignat from the league earlier this week. Be dealt with by Maka King as Conte tried to find something up that wing. Briggs has been a lonely man tonight, Locomotive, and I'm sure Mark Lowry would like to keep him that way. But here, well dealt. Some good moves in the backs. Diego Luna, some great defense applied on Quintero. Locomotive able to clear the danger. Quintero.
Way to get the play broken up and out of danger, but the tricky part when the ball's in the box for the defending team is that if you do give up a foul, the other team earns a penalty kick. So there's always a little bit of stay up, stay on your feet as much as you can.
Halsey trying to find Briggs at the last there. It's going to be a foul on Ross and a dangerous free kick as Quintero taken down, the man from Guayaquil, Ecuador. A little slow to get up. Ross doesn't agree, but no player ever does. The veteran Scott playing in that defensive midfield role. Man from Inverness. 2 goals and 3 assists this season for Locomotive FC. And this will be Bodie Davis. Davis chips it into the box. Over Mishak's head. Did it get a touch? It did. Corner kick coming. Chick-fil-A corner just grazed the top of Mishak's due.
And that's where, as a defender, if you're not sure if someone's going to be able to get that ball behind you, then you gotta at least go up and try and make a chance at the header.
Davis with a Chick-fil-A corner. Slow rolls this one, and Ross will deposit that for a Real Monarchs throw. Davis quickly. Briggs further back, says our referee. Elton Garcia. Salcedo. Kyle Adams. Back to Adams from Salcedo. That gets away from him. Out for a Locomotive throw. And you can see where I think teams that have a little more experience, you don't lose yourself in those small situations the way you see Real Monarchs doing. The pass back from Salcedo. Too tall, it can't handle it. It goes out for a Locomotive throw, although here's Briggs. Briggs trying to give it a go with Quintero. Slides that right over the byline. It's just not, there's, the connections are missed in places where more experienced teams, that's just part of the flow.
Right, and then, we've talked about how they're a young team, and, that's part of learning and getting to know each other and getting to know the game at this level. They've given up, I think they've given up quite a few goals in the first half, and lately they've been able to score later in matches, but those are things, the Locomotive, we've seen them score in first and second half and at the death, so.
Very early and very late, yes.
Right now, I do know that Coach Lowry, with this stretch of games coming up, he wants to get as many wins as possible and get as many points on the board. So, does a draw get that? Yes, but the Locomotive needs to find ways to score goals and get hot as they're going through this month leading up to playoffs.
Well, certainly a young team learning on the fly. It's difficult, though, in a league that is built to be a competitive league like the championship. Locomotive certainly doesn't care if they're trying to train the youngsters. They want wins. That's what it's about. It's a professional league. And it becomes a little harder. And, of course, as we see, some good work. No foul here. Halsey taken down. Referee says play on. That's a good no call. And now we have a stoppage. Will be a free kick earned by Real Monarchs as Kyle Adams is taken down by Diego Luna. But as the MLS two sides disappear from the championship, you see the championship gearing up to be more of itself. I really think it's going to be a much more competitive league. They've talked about promotion relegation between Championship and League One, or whatever they intend to call it in the future, but Though it will be sad to lose teams like Red Bull 2 and Real Monarchs, I think it makes this league more of what it needs to be.
Right.
So, free kick coming up.
It looked like Adams kind of came into Luna, and then Luna tried to get him off and then got called for the kind of tossing him off.
Chipped around, scramble for it. Ketterer's going to have that. Briggs able to get in the mix. But an easy grab for Ketterer. First time he's really been called upon to do much of anything other than escort balls out. Slip in the infield by Borelli. Monarchs grateful. Good footwork by Davis. Crosses dangerously. Although lots of blue shirts, Andrew Fox able to get a touch. Good combination, Halsey and Davis. Monarchs can't make anything of it. Adams.
And, you never want to have to be forced to play different players due to injury, but this month, getting players time in positions that they're more than capable, getting some experience with that will give the Locomotive more options later on. So you kind of want to look at it from that point of view if we're favoring the Locomotive.
Well, certainly good experience for Nick Ross, who is a little more of attacking-minded a midfielder, but has done well in that holding role this evening. Yanaginaga taking care of business.
Well, and then as was announced recently, their Cole Turner, the Locomotive brought a player in on loan, and Coach Lowry says he's kind of that number 6, ball-playing number 6, hoping that when he's called upon, he'll be ready and hopefully help them in that role also, like down the stretch.
Available on the bench tonight. Briggs trying to step in, but Nishak able to push it up, and Locomotive draws the contact. In the middle of the field, Aron Gomez.
Monarchs got a little bit of a hop in their step here, getting some chances that they've kind of got creating in the their attacking third now. So Locomotive needs to get it, sort it back down.
Out it comes, looking for the shot. No dice for Halsey, has to go back, and it's driven away. Great thought to send it back to Davis, second runner in, but it's blocked away on her own. Off to the races on the counter. Too many white jerseys back. They'll give to Luna. Field is a bit stretched though. King, Ross, Luna. Speaking of young talent, here's Diego Luna. Nice cross, far post, hit it down, punched away by Jimmy Slayton. Carrijo there, taken down at the edge of the area. Play on.
Carrillo, he did not make that mistake again and get that ball up and over the frame. He got that thing down, but a great save by the Monarchs goalkeeper. What a good chance for him, though.
Slayton, on his game, has had to be called upon a couple of times and has done well in response.
But that service from Diego was on target.
On a dime. My goodness, that young man. Celebrated his 18th birthday. Rebellon keeping a hold. But Jimmy Slayton, the man from Wethersfield, Connecticut. Not the biggest tender, not the biggest goalkeeper, but has been big where it counted so far tonight. Fox. Trying to keep a hold of that is Carrijo, or rather, yes. Carrijo, the man who likes tuna pizza. That's one of the funny. If you look that up on Locomotive social media, That is some entertainment right there.
I think it was also hard-boiled eggs maybe too.
Eggs as well, and corn. Let's not forget the corn. Oh, dangerous chip back. Mishak and Logan Ketterer. Harris Briggs appreciates the effort from his teammates. But Ketterer able to maintain control. Rebellon, switch. Borelli has to go back for it a bit. Lots of open area though. It's an off-target pass, easily taken by Brown, Sam Brown. Should be pointed out, Chihuahua's baseball is done, so they'll be able to fill in that infield a bit. I know that the crew here, the grounds crew, does such a great job all season long. The grass has come from a different source than it has in years past. The grounds crew does a great job here tonight and every night at Southwest University Park. And now they get to keep it. Carrijo taken down, and that is going to be a foul on the edge of the area and a yellow card coming to Salcedo. Caution issued in the 40th minute.
Nice. And a nice little cut back there by Carrijo. And the defender said the man or the ball, but not both. But that's a dangerous place for a free kick. One more step, and it would have been a PK. Keep it up.
And here is Luna from the edge of the 18. Service has been solid tonight. He's in a little closer. Goes for goal, and it's off the bar. Maybe off that back part. It will be a goal kick. Luna wasn't far off target. Gives us an opportunity to tell you the two clubs battling over the Atlantic Division's final playoff spot will take center stage when the USL on ESPN continues. Charlotte Independence traveling north to Dillon Stadium to take on Hartford Athletic. That is Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain on ESPN Deportes. King. Rebellon back to Mishak. Fox. The Haitian international. Well done by King. King to drive the cross long. Long switch. Takes forever to get where it needs to. Carrillo has to go back. Ross. Rebellon. That'll skin Carrillo to bring it down. Long cross, Aguinaga. Aron can't get under it, and Aguinaga looking for a push in the back. He won't get the call. But it skimmed the both of them, Aguinaga and Aron Gomez, and wound up nowhere. Nowhere Locomotive wanted it to go anyway.
The Locomotive needs to keep the pressure on. It's getting near the end of the half, and a lot of goals are happen at the beginning and end of half. So they just need to keep the pressure on and see if they can steal one right before we go into halftime.
It should be pointed out, Locomotive against Real last time did get one of those goals just before the half that you were talking about, Heidi, but then they got two more in the second half. And it was a final of 3-1. This is after Real Monarchs took the lead. Charlie Wehan, who scored that goal, is on the bench tonight. Is questionable for this evening. Here's Quintero. Quintero, well met by Fox. Chipped into the box. Nishak with a header off of Davis's cross. Briggs to bring it down. Quintero will scoop it. Wide. Goal kick. Maginaga has words for Elton Garcia, but either way, it will be Locomotive on the restart.
Mishak did a good job of getting his head on the ball and get the ball. As a defender, you want to get it high and wide. If you can't get it high and wide, get it high or get it wide. And then with that ball in the air, then Briggs and Fox was there challenging to make sure that he didn't have a free chance at that ball. And then they still had did manage to get some sort of shot, but wide.
I think Salcedo is realizing the danger Leandro Carrijo provides. That foul way out of the area. Pretty much unnecessary. But as we enter the 45th minute, Locomotive with the restart. A little bit far off the byline, but always that dangerous part off on the wings where any touch can send the ball a direction the defense does not want it to go. Borelli, long cross, far post, lifted down. That's Fox on the far side. It'll be covered by Jimmy Slayton, and that will be 1 minute of Eco Living stoppage time. It's been pretty end-to-end. Very few stoppages today. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC channel 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio. Featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr. That's every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. You can also hear live action from the USL Championship, Major League Soccer, the English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC channel 157 of the Sirius XM app.
And then we just had Andrew Fox lose his boot on that foul, gets it back on, and then restarts with the free kick.
As the seconds tick away in our first half, it looks like it is going to be a scoreless draw. Andrew Fox to bring it up. The minute is up, of course. Time kept on the field by Elton Garcia. Still going. And that will do that. For half number one, 0-0 at the break. Let's take a break, and when we come back, some cool GECU halftime activities. Coming up is Maka King and Mark Lowry talking things over. Lowry looks a little bit frustrated. I think that he is looking for this team to really produce offensively. Let's say Jimmy Slayton, when he's been called upon, has come up with some big saves to save Monarchs bacon tonight.
He has, but, you know, Locomotive stay patient and keep doing what they're doing, and they'll grab a goal.
0-0 at the break. Back with the GECU halftime show when we continue.
Some comebacks are welcome. Others you can do without. The best way to reduce the risk of a COVID-19 resurgence is to get fully vaccinated. Learn more at reducetherisk915.org and be on the lookout for pop-up vaccination sites in neighborhoods across El Paso County. Let's bring back the things we love, and let's put the pandemic in the past by getting vaccinated. Brought to you by the Paso del Norte Health Foundation and El Paso County.
Locomotive FC has gone Adidas. Brand new official Locomotive gear in the 3 stripes is available, including the 2021 jerseys and new styles from men, women, and children. With unique colors and styles, there's something for everyone. Shop online at locomotiveteamshop.com or visit our team shop located at the stadium.
Paso Ford is kicking off football season by gearing you up for game day.
We're giving away HD TVs every Friday all month long, plus you'll save big on a new Ford.
When you save, you score.
Get 1.9% financing on a new 2021 Ford F-150.
And you'll win big with our maximum value for all trade-in vehicles.
Catch a great deal and a free TV at El Paso's #1 Ford dealer.
Paso Ford, home of the nice guys.
Yeah!
Locomotive FC offers a wide variety of exclusive experiences, including private party spaces, individual suites, and hospitality areas. Give us a call at 915-235-GOAL for more information and to book your next event.
Welcome to the GECU Halftime Show. Manage your accounts 24/7 with GECU Online Banking, the GECU mobile app, and GECU ATMs. Learn more at gecu.com.
Welcome back to Southwest University Park, and thank you for joining us on the GECU Halftime Show. I'm Heidi Mocha. At halftime, your score is El Paso 0, Real Monarchs SLC 0. As Locomotive FC Youth Soccer continues to provide unrivaled opportunities for youth players in the Borderplex region, the club is proud to partner with community champions who share the same vision. At this time, we want to share an exciting announcement taking place at the Locomotive FC Training Complex in West El Paso. Let's send it over to GECU Executive, Vice President, Chief Lending Officer, Hazel Kennedy.
Good evening, Locos. I'm Hazel Kennedy, GECU Executive Vice President. We're proud to announce that GECU is the 2021 presenting partner of Locomotive Youth Soccer. Executive Vice President. Excited to build on the soccer pride as the official credit union of presenting Locomotive of Locomotive Youth Soccer. This initiative will help our youth stay focused and learn the importance of teamwork and community. GECU support of Locomotive Youth Soccer will include bringing them free financial education that will help prepare them for a healthy financial future.
Thank you, GECU.
Thank you, GECU, for your partnership. El Paso 0, Real Monarchs SLC 0. We'll be back.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
You step onto the field. You step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Welcome back to Southwest University Park. 0-0 at the break as we continue with the GECU Halftime Show. I am Duke Keith. Locomotive FC looking for that goal still with a couple of big saves from Jimmy Slayton. Let's take a look at scores from around the rest of the league. This is from Saturday, September the 5th to September 25th, I should say. Switchbacks FC all over Austin Bold. After getting that last-minute draw versus Locomotive, they went on the road, and Switchbacks 3-1. Rio Grande Valley 3, Atlanta United 2. San Antonio FC shut out by New Mexico United at home 1-0. And Phoenix Rising over Tacoma Defiance on the road. Such a great season for Tacoma to start. things have kind of settled down a bit, and Phoenix has now wrapped up a playoff berth. Phoenix, 56 points in the Pacific, but of course they have played 2 more matches, clinching that playoff berth with the win over Tacoma. Standings coming into tonight in the Mountain Division. There you see Locomotive FC on top by 4 points over Switchbacks, but again, 3 matches in hand. They're making up one of those tonight. 47 points to pace the division. San Antonio FC in third with 40, and Austin Bold in that 4th and final playoff spot with 36 points. They were finally cooled off their first loss coming, as we told you, this last Saturday. And let's take a look at storylines in the USL Championship. Diego Luna on that Team of the Week. Scored the goal, 3 key passes, 36 of 41 passing. Outstanding work to make the Team of the Week, and Diego Luna is back on it, scoring another goal versus Austin Bold, where he started his professional goal scoring earlier this year. Locomotive added 20-year-old midfielder Cole Turner on loan from Philadelphia Union. Also 16-year-old midfielder Brooklyn Rains on a USL Academy contract from Barca Academy. That is the same academy that produced Diego Luna. Nice relationship Locomotive is getting started with the Barca Academy in Arizona. And, as you heard earlier, El Paso Locomotive Youth Soccer Club is partnering with GECU, another sponsor, continues to legitimize the hard work happening on the youth soccer side. GECU on the back of the jersey for the youth clubs as they continue to develop the path to the professional ranks. And those are your USL storylines here at Southwest University Park. 0-0 at the break. Heidi and I will return with more of the GECU halftime show after this.
Nitro Circus is back for 2021 with the action-packed You Got This tour coming to El Paso Saturday, October 23rd. Top athletes in FMX, skate, BMX, scooter, and more. Are you ready to get this party started? Touring down huge world's firsts off the biggest ramps in action sports with more crazy contraptions, more insane stunts, more high adrenaline fun than ever before. El Paso, get ready to put your hands in the air. We're coming to Southwest University Park this October 23rd. Get your tickets now at nitrocircus.com.
Southwest Chiropractic, serving El Paso area and relieving pain for more than 20 years. Not only do we treat auto, sports, and work-related injuries, but we also treat scoliosis, sciatica, back pain, disc injuries, chronic pain treatment, and we even manage stress. At Southwest Chiropractic, our patients are seen the same day. We provide gentle and effective care, and we accept most insurances. Schedule your appointment today and let us relieve your pain. With 3 convenient locations in El Paso, Southwest Chiropractic. Your health is our well-being. Call us today, 915-581-9619.
Here's the play. We stock plenty of new Nissans.
Go right up the middle with hard-hitting savings.
And score with game-winning service.
Got it.
1, 2, 3. Casa Nissan.
Get a 2021 Murano with 0% APR financing for 60 months and $3,000 off MSRP.
And when you hand your car off to us, we'll throw you Hail Mary value for your trade.
Make the smart play and come see us at Casa Nissan.
Home of the nice guys.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Southwest University Park. A beautiful shot of the renovated Plaza Hotel in downtown El Paso. 0-0. Conrad Hilton's first high-rise hotel right here in the Sun City. Duke Keith along with Heidi Mocha as we continue in the GECU halftime show. Let's take a look at the GECU first half stats. As you might expect, they do favor Locomotive. The total shots 10-2. Shots on target 3-0. Blocked shots also favoring Locomotive. No offsides in this. Passing accuracy 87% for Locomotive FC and over 60% possession compared to 38% for Real Monarchs. It's about like you'd expect the stats to look after that first half.
Right. I think it's definitely what we saw, and Locomotive is known for being the more of a possession team, and again, especially against the young Real Monarchs team. The thing that stands out here is the Locomotive created a bunch of shots, but only 3 have been on target. And I know Coach Larry, he wants them to create chances and try to win the game, but the only way you win the game is to get those in the back of the net and score those goals. So that really needs to be, their focus and intensity, get that goal, win. I know they love to compete even at every little game that the Locomotive players play at practice. They're always showing us play soccer, tennis, all different other games, and they always want to win. Tonight they need to get that and fight and get that ball in the back of the net.
0-0 at the break so far. Heidi?
So before we head to break, we have to recognize the Hospitals of Providence employee highlight. Tonight we honor Adriana Alvarado. Adriana is a dedicated nursing leader committed to ensuring every patient who comes through the hospital receives safe, high-quality care. Thank you, Adriana, for the difference you make in caring for our community. That wraps it up for the GECU pregame halftime show. Second half on the other side of the break. El Paso 0, Real Monarchs SLC 0.
Thank you for watching the GECU Halftime Show. Manage your accounts 24/7 with GECU Online Banking, the GECU mobile app, and GECU ATMs. Learn more at gecu.com.
Locomotive FC has gone Adidas. Brand new official Locomotive gear in the 3 stripes is available, including the 2021 jerseys and new styles from men, women, and children. With unique colors and styles, there's something for everyone. Shop online at locomotiveteamshop.com or visit our team shop located at the stadium.
Some comebacks are welcome. Others, we can do without. The best way to reduce the risk of a COVID-19 resurgence is to get fully vaccinated. Learn more at reducetherisk915.org and be on the lookout for pop-up vaccination sites in neighborhoods across El Paso County. Let's bring back the things we love, and let's put the pandemic in the past by getting vaccinated. Brought to you by the Paso del Norte Health Foundation and El Paso County.
Locomotive FC offers a wide variety of exclusive experiences, including private party spaces, individual suites, and hospitality areas. Give us a call at 915-235-GOAL for more information and to book your next event. Nitro Circus is back for 2021 with the action-packed You Got This tour coming to El Paso Saturday, October 23rd. Top athletes in FMX, skate, BMX, scooter, and more. Are you ready to get this party started? Throwing down huge world's firsts off the biggest ramps in action sports with more crazy contraptions, more insane stunts, more high adrenaline fun than ever before. El Paso, get ready to put your hands in the air. We're coming to Southwest University Park this October 23rd. Get your tickets now at nitrocircus.com.
Welcome back to downtown El Paso, 0-0 at the break. Duke Keith along with Heidi Mocha as we continue our GECU halftime show. Let's take a look at the first half highlights here tonight. And as you might imagine, you could call this piece highlights in dark blue. Plenty of them. Eder Borelli back to Aron Gomez on a beautiful ball from Mishak at the back. Borelli again, far post, Carrijo nodding it down for Rebellon on the half volley. Not able to put it on frame. Rebellon to Andrew Fox off the crossbar. Shots on target is what Locomotive was looking for, and here they get one. Great give and go, Aguinaga and Aron Gomez. Off the restart, Real gets a pretty good opportunity. There's Briggs, but can't steer it on frame, and a host of blue jerseys around him. One more, Diego Luna. Back and forth, Aguinaga, Luna, crossing it, and Carrijo able to steer that one on frame. Jimmy Slayton, though, has come up with a couple of huge saves for Real to keep this 0-0.
Yeah, the Locomotive has a couple of really good chances, but their goalkeeper has kept Locomotive off the board.
Substitution at the break for Locomotive FC. Maka King has been taken off, replaced by Sebastian Velasquez, who's down on the right side of that midfield right now. Timmy Sobowale taking the place of Kevin Saucedo for Real Monarchs. So James Olave making a sub as well. Sebastian Velasquez has done such a great job. 2 goals, 4 assists for Locomotive FC since returning to El Paso.
And as we'd expect, King playing in the right back position. They shifted Rebellon back there because you want to get Vela up into the attack, help create those chances for Locomotive to get on the board.
Played overseas in Israel, B'nai Saknin FC. Endured a little bit just to get back to the States as some nastiness broke out. Great give and go, Luna. Luna! Off the side, it'll be a goal kick. Great work with Aguinaga and the teenager. Just not able to steer that last touch on frame.
Look at all the players he drew on himself, and he still almost slotted it into the net. I think he got his head up just a little bit on that last touch. Just missed the actual inside of the goal, hit the outside. But nice work there by him and Akinaga. I think Velasquez is like, I'm open in the front.
Right? Sebastian Velasquez did make it home safely after finally being able to get out of Israel. That was a little touch and go for a while. But spoke to his wife after he got back and said, how about it? She says, let's go home. Home is El Paso, Texas. They do have a house here. And wonderful to have Sebastian Velasquez, who was so key in that 2019 Western Conference Finals run, back in the Sun City. In the meanwhile, played with the Miami FC before moving to Israel. Former member of Real Monarchs, helped them to the regular season crown in 2017, as well as being a part of the Real Salt Lake team for a couple of seasons. Good turn by Briggs. Good possession. Here's Halsey steering it wide and a little too wide. Not able to run it down in the corners. Conte, and it'll be a Locomotive throw.
And you know, I don't know if this is something that Coach Lowry is letting them do now, but it just seems like the Locomotive players, some of them are taking a little bit more liberty, a little bit more freedom to take on rather than knock the ball until you're much more open on the flanks or in front of the goal. It just seems like maybe they're being told, hey, you can, you know, be more creative, not just a handful of creative players.
Borelli calling for a handball off Orozco. Young El Pasoan in front of that to deflect it. Real Monarchs able to come away with possession. Solid ball. Good give and go. Quintero. Quintero again sliding it to the right, and Halsey. Service deflected, and it'll be a Chick-fil-A corner. They got it out to Bodie Davis, and it'll be Davis to take the Chick-fil-A corner coming up. Certainly, Real Monarchs has the athleticism and the size to make things difficult in the box on set pieces.
Absolutely. And they have nothing to lose.
Davis spinning that one. Headed out by Carrijo, who continues to be a force on both sides. In both areas, that's really something. You'd think at 35 years old, you just want to hang out up front, receive balls. No, Mark Lowry prides himself on getting his whole team to play the whole field.
Exactly. You better be playing some defense if you're going to be on the field for a Mark Lowry team. Everyone defends, everyone attacks.
On the restart. Rebellon. Aaron Gomez. Rebellon looking for Luna. Somehow got a piece of that. Served in by Carrijo. They were waiting to see a bit of advantage played. Was our referee Elton Garcia, and will call the free kick as Luna taken down. Just waiting to see if Locomotive was able to maintain control.
Yeah, I like that. I like the opportunity to see if they might be able to spring a counterattack on that. But it's nice that the official came back and gave that call when that didn't happen.
Luna with it. Not able to control. Cleared away by Adams. Quintero tried to get that one on the jump. Leon back to Mishak. The man from Liancourt, Haiti. Has some MLS experience. Great pass up to Carrijo. Well done, shielded off the side of the net. Carrijo giving the young El Paso and Jaziel Orozco a ride for his money, but not able to push this one on frame.
No, but he handled that ball over the shoulder really well. That is a tricky ball, and if he could have just slipped it a little bit more on frame, then it could have been a good chance for Locomotive, but he did get pressured just enough that he was a little bit wide of goal. But as Ross sent that ball into him, Ross has had to stay back a little bit more because he's, you know, kind of filling the shoes of Richie Ryan. Usually he likes to get forward, and he's always connecting and setting folks up kind of on those little cheeky plays. So he's still looking for it, but he just can't give up that defensive holding role.
So the first touch by Tini Sobowale. Dundalk, Ireland is his hometown. Well done by Borelli, wearing the captain's armband. Carrijo taken down and earns the free kick.
Carrillo is so good at being a target player and holding the ball under pressure. And then if he doesn't get that turn, you know, the defender is, look at that, crawling all over his back.
Orozco getting a word, as is Eder Borelli, who I think Borelli let Elton Garcia know his thoughts on that foul. And Garcia calls them both over and say, hey, let's just calm things down.
He's got his teammates back.
Yes. As a good team captain should. Velasquez, great ball. Carrijo back into the middle. Velasquez able to get a touch. Borelli chipped into the area. Deflected. Keeping it moving, Velasquez. Velasquez ready to go to work. Oh, mercy. Sebastian Velasquez. Well, good job to recover and win that battle. In the end by Bodie Davis, but Sebastian Velasquez twisting some ankles down there.
He is always fun to watch his how he tries to set up the players to then go where he wants to go next.
Fox, the long throw in, trying to find Carrijo, headed back out by Orozco.
And that's where an opponent's defender, you know, we'd say a tie is a win for the defense. To have Locomotive only get off of Vela's play a throw-in, they should feel good. But now Locomotive needs to keep it in play down here.
Rebellon, Mishak, Luna. Diego back to Nick Ross. Velasquez serves a nice one. Too tall for Eder Borelli. Great thought, though, to switch the play. Leandro Carrijo, I think, wanted service in the area, but doesn't every center forward?
Every striker wants service in the box. But that's Carrillo's been, he loves that goal. I want to see him connect on this end.
He certainly does. Versus New Mexico United, that beautiful curling strike into the side netting. He enjoys himself in front of section 105 and 8th notch.
Exactly.
Here is Sobowale. Did play a bit in the Manchester City system back in the day. Some of their youth academy sides. Kyle Adams. And the young El Pasoan, Orozco. Locomotive-esque switch of play, but well seen by El Paso. Trying to get something started with Conte on that left wing. Monarchs doing a better job with possession here in the second half.
Yeah, they've been able to knock it around a little bit more and get up to the attacking third, and then they'll take a corner or a throw-in, you know, to try to do some sort of a set piece to get in front of goal.
And if you missed it in the pregame, Locomotive FC playing without the services of Richie Ryan, as well as their team captain and central defender Yuma. But so far, so good. As has been pointed out, Cole Turner available on the bench tonight. You'd think if Locomotive is finally able to break through, we might see him at some point this evening. I'm sure that Mark Lowry would love to get him blooded, so to speak. The championship level. He has been a part of the Union system, and you want to talk about a great youth system. 6'2" midfielder out of Churchville, Maryland. Part of a system and an academy that has produced the likes of Brendan Aronson, who at age 20 is playing his trade with RB Salzburg these days. Paxton Aronson, his younger brother, he's 17, he's playing with Union. And Mark McKenzie, 22-year-old defender for Genk in the Belgian First Division and the U.S. men's national team. Both Brendan Aronson and McKenzie a part of that squad. So the pedigree is there. Will we see him tonight? Right now, Locomotive trying to defend that. It comes all the way out to Conte. Had to be turned away by Ketterer. But Ketterer does get a piece. And it will be a Chick-fil-A corner. Conte wide open on the far side.
He was. That's a huge stop for Ketterer, because he is, you just said it, he is wide open and he is on target. But fortunately, it was close to Ketterer, but sometimes that gets caught up between the mitts.
Headed out of trouble by Aaron Gomez. Luna takes advantage of the stumble. Luna and Locomotive on the break. Aaron trying to get there.
Okay.
A caution issued as Bodie Davis takes Luna out of the play. If he'd had the ball squarely, that could have been red, but good job by Elton Garcia.
Yeah.
It will be a free kick.
It was definitely a tactical foul to slow him down. He's lucky that there was other players on his team that were covering back, or it sure could have been declared a red. But Luna was heading to the races.
Davis trying to head that off at the pass, in the pass. Luna on the restart. Beautiful ball, but headed out of trouble by Adams. Velasquez on the return, pushed out. Sobowale on that. Locomotive trying to maintain possession. Getting word Locomotive is about ready to bring on, speaking of, Cole Turner for Jose Aguinaga. One time, first time in by Borelli, can't get there to Carrijo in time. And it will be also Lucho Solignac coming in to replace Carrijo. Done some great work up front. With the subs on the way. The veteran Argentinian with a hug for Cole Schneider on his professional debut in front of the home fans here in the USL Championship. Did play with Union 2 in the championship, 29 appearances, signing a homegrown contract in January of 2020, speaking of Turner.
And he actually was thinking about going to the Naval Academy, but then deferred because he signed his pre-contract with the Union. So
qualified.
I think he's probably going to have some discipline in him.
I was about to say, I don't even want to remember what I was doing when I was 20. Great give and go. Side-footed, trying to get that shot is Aguinaga. Knows, I think it was his last action, and that will bring on the subs. Great feed from Luna, but Aguinaga, maybe an adventurous try at goal. So, Jose Aguinaga will come off in favor of Cole Turner, I should say, and it will be Lucho on for Leandro Carrijo. And there the man is, Cole Turner, 20 years old, out of Churchville, Maryland. .6'2", a very imposing defensive presence in the midfield, and just what the doctor ordered for Mark Lowry's Locomotive FC squad. Should be pointed out, one of the coaches in plain clothes, I guess you could say, for tonight is none other than Richie Ryan on the Locomotive bench.
Being able to have his experience and his vision, and then being able to help the coaches and the players with that
Absolutely must be on the bench.
Fantastic opportunity for everyone involved.
El Paso's own version of Roy Kent from Ted Lasso.
So Coach Lowry had said that the Union play that diamond formation, so he's expecting that Turner will know where to sit in on offense and on defense, and you know, get used to being with the Locomotive, but it'll be expecting it to be a smooth transition.
Jim Curtin and Union doing quite well in the Eastern Conference of Major League Soccer. Briggs, Quintero along the left side. Here's Halsey. Well done by Andrew Fox. Will issue that out for a corner kick. Another Chick-fil-A corner, and Real Monarchs have certainly asserted themselves in the second half.
Yeah, they have definitely not sat back and said, okay, we'll let you come to us. They said, okay, we're gonna go out there, we'll see what we can do, and try to snag a goal, get 3 points on the road.
Set pieces, certainly the equalizer, opportunities to do exactly that. Here's Bodie Davis. Far post, headed down, that's Orozco. Pushed back up and over the bar. It'll be another corner kick from the other side, and I believe that was Solignac. Lucho. Will strike that. It was Mishak. Either way, deflection off the toe of a Locomotive player, and it will be another Chick-fil-A corner from the other side. Orozco skying for this one. Indeed it was Mishak.
Yeah, Locomotive needs to tighten it up in the box and be sure to, if not win those balls in the air, to challenge for every one of them.
That's overshot, but it will bounce kindly. The shot from Bonse deflected. Locomotive trying to counter.
That was a good quick close by Rebellon, because you can't let him get that free shot on target.
Ross does well. First touches for Turner. So certainly no stranger to the championship, but his debut tonight, Turner. That'll make it to Luna. Good switch of play. Velasquez. Of course, Turner brought in before the signing deadline. Wasn't able to make it here until, I believe, last weekend. So just a few days to train with his new teammates, on loan for the rest of the year from Union. Great no-look pass, Rebellon. Aaron Gomez to Velasquez. Great vision, Rebellon. Crosses to a point, nobody in blue there. Oh, great steal. Lifting a leg out, Borelli. Controlled by Halsey. Takes it to the corner again. Borelli wins and gets taken down for his troubles. It'll be a free kick. Orozco showing some frustrations, the young El Pasoan.
Borelli with some tenacity and relentless.
Took it down. Halsey has to go over the top, but then the shove in the back. And Locomotive with a free kick. Here's Luna. Locomotive, though, 67th minute, still looking for that breakthrough. Taken short. Velasquez.
Just ran just a little bit too far away from him. Locomotive's got to pull the trigger when they're in that position.
Bonse lifts it into touch for Locomotive, and here is Turner. Rebellon. Wide to Aron. Aron Gomez deflected. It'll be another Chick-fil-A corner coming for Locomotive FC. And this time it'll be Velasquez from the right side. Can certainly wield that magic left foot. Look for an in-swinging ball here. Into the middle. Touchdown Rebellon trying to control. Back over to Luna. Diego looking for the top. Finding the bar instead.
Diego is an amazing player, but he is just giving himself really, really tight angles.
Luna, Fox, Borelli, crosses own goal. Borelli off of Bonse, who could do nothing about it. Locomotive finally finding the breakthrough. They will certainly take it here in the 68th minute.
Absolutely. And as you said, it's finally a breakthrough. They've been creating, and just getting shut out. And Borelli, he plays one of my favorite types of ball, attack the end line and drop it back. As a defender, it is so hard to prevent, because if you get a defender coming back like that, the deflection can be an own goal. You have got to be very careful with those type of balls driven back, and the goalkeeper has to freeze because they're waiting for somebody to deflect it. So just getting on the board, getting the scoring started.
Own goal in the 68th minute. The deflection off of Ibrahim Bonse, the man for Burkina Faso. You see him in agony. There wasn't a thing he could do about it. Great work by Eder Borelli.
No, and that's something, you know, I haven't talked too much about this, but positioning for defenders is such a part of the game that goes unnoticed. When you want to get your hips upfield, and definitely not having it facing your own goal, if at all possible. I mean, sometimes you're having to track back, so you're having to run towards your goal, but as soon as you can, get them upfield, because then a deflection, at the worst, it goes to the side or forward of you. I mean, it's just physics. It's the way bodies and balls and bumps work. So facing your own goal, chances of a ball going in, a deflection going into your own goal, it's against you.
Certainly, and it was probably Bonse trying to run back. Excellent dummy run here by Aron Gomez. And the feed by Rebellon. Locomotive on the hunt again.
Yeah, he's trying to recover. I mean, he's doing everything he can, but it's that's why that kind of ball is so dangerous, that Borelli played back.
From Velasquez, Colombian to Colombian. Borelli again. Luna bringing it in. Ross. Velasquez will back out. Locomotive can certainly take their time now with the 1-0 lead. Sent long upfield, Borelli gets a touch. Well done by Orozco to recover, but now right back again. Turner. Can't get the feedback from Aron Gomez. And retreats to a defensive position. Eighth notch, letting him know who's here on Noche de Locos as things get a little crazy in the 68th minute. The own goal off of Ibrahim Bonse, but credit Eder Borelli for making that happen. And winning the free kick that really started the action, too.
Yep.
Good thought on the cross. Well done by Bodie Davis to maintain possession here. Adams. Good work here by Turner. Solid possession for the 20-year-old. Good dish trying to steer things out. Mishak. Fox from Ross. Luna. On the run, Solignac will get there. Well touched, and it'll be a goal kick. Good work in defense by Sobowalik.
Yeah, that's a nice little ball that Diego played up to Lucho.
Vamos El Paso. Esta noche, we want to win. That's my Spanglish interpretation of the chant.
I'm glad you're interpreting it, because I do not.
Queremos ganar. It's Noche de Locos, Heidi. Come on.
Night of the Crazy.
Night of the there you go. That's a pretty good literal translation. Night of the Crazy.
I've only lived in the Southwest for 6 years, so you gotta cut me a little slack.
That's true. Upstate New York, probably not too many Noches de Loco up there. Well done, Solignac and Luna. Losing out to the double team, though. Diego Luna.
I hadn't even known what Dia de los Muertos was until I moved here. I was like, wasn't really.
Why are all these skulls? Why am I seeing all of these skulls out?
But now we embrace it.
There you go. As one should in the Southwest. Headed to the 74th minute, 1-0 Locomotive, the 68th minute own goal. Giving El Paso the lead. Good work by Luna to hook that back. Borelli. Solignac. Lucho. Turner has it bounce off of him. Trying to play it up top. Rebellon to save the day. About ready to make a turn was Halsey. But one touch and Rebellon was on him, and here is Velasquez. Velasquez, Borelli, Luna. Locomotive finding much joy up that left wing. Borelli. Velasquez to the byline, toes it back. No own goal this time. One up top, Turner trying to get there. We'll give Ross a go. And it was a handball in the box, I believe, on Locomotive. And the restart here on top of the half circle.
How that could have changed the game if it had been 2 for 2 on an own goal.
Right. Well done, though, by Kyle Adams.
Yes, Adams did a good job of getting that.
He was in the right position and turned it the right way defensively. Yes. Good header by Rebellon allows Ketterer to run into this. Gotta say, Rebellon looks like he's shifted very much into that right wing role, defensive. And he and Maka have looked. It looked like they've switched. Oh, actually, Maka's off the pitch. My apologies. Solignac, Luna, a bit overcooked. Aron will run it down.
Gomez is such a workhorse. He keeps balls in play and creates and finishes chances that sometimes you just can't believe that he makes it happen.
Turner with it back again after bounced out off of the Monarch. And here is Rebellon. A little give and go. It's away from Velasquez a bit. Good defensive effort by Bonce. And it will be Velasquez who says mea culpa and receives a yellow card for a good professional foul.
It was his turn.
Brett Halsey earning the foul. And it appears that we have a Texas Tech nod to the dock. Is that Orozco? It was. Orozco down, now up as head trainer Matt Murphy comes on over. Well, with the trainer on the pitch, we'll see if Orozco's forced to come off of it. It's a good drink of water, the young El Pasoan, a part of that Real Salt Lake system. James and Olave about ready to bring on a host of substitutions. Again, 5 total, but at different opportunities and only select opportunities. Halftime does not count. 3 different times you can make the substitutions, but bring on a total of 5 during the match. So we're getting 3 at once from what we're being told. Seth Powder getting ready to come on with Christian Neidegger. And Yekeson Suba. Aron Gomez earning the free kick. Oh, make that 4. We'll tell you here in a little bit. Here's Luna, all coming on at the same time, apparently. You can do that. Here's Luna. Those will be the 5 for James and Olave in this match. Wanting to finish, I think, with a flourish over the final 12 minutes plus stoppage. We have coming up in this one. Locomotive content with that 1-0 win, or lead, I should say, right now. I know Mark Lowry would like a couple more.
Absolutely, and that's where we're at with this match right now. Is Locomotive needs to look to get some more goals in the back of the net. Actually, get some under one of our own players' names. So, I mean, with the substitution for the Monarchs coming up here, they're going to put in some players to run and to go all out, just to try to even it up. And this is them staying in playoff contention at all.
Again, with the loss this evening, if this result holds, Real Monarchs' postseason hopes are done. You see on the far side, the 4 Monarchs about ready to come in. The other, the 4th sub, will be Leo Torres. But nothing yet as we continue to play. Rebellon, good touch. Working with Turner, Mishak. Velasquez, oh my, that is a dangerous challenge. Play on, says the official. Bonse slid in. Velasquez is hurt. Ketterer will touch this. No foul in the opinion of Elton Garcia. They'll allow the subs to come on, but that just did not look good for Sebastian Velasquez. And a Texas Tech nod to the dock, unfortunately for Ricardo Ruiz.
Yeah, that's got to be a tough collision on that.
And there you see the subs about ready to come on. Coming off the pitch will be Bonse. We'll see Mark Quintero, Eris Briggs, and Harum Conte. Briggs has done a lot of running without much payoff tonight, and that's the way Locomotive likes it.
Exactly.
So again, coming on, Seth Powder, Christian Neidegger, Leo Torres, and Yekeson Suba. There is Suba, straight out of the RSL Academy, out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to see Velasquez walking off the pitch under his own steam. Former Real Monarchs and Real Salt Lake man, and appears ready to come back on the pitch when signaled by Elton Garcia. Will be a dropped ball for Ketterer and Locomotive. One of the quirks of soccer. Monarchs trying to push for an equalizer to stay alive. 82nd. I am sure with the injury we'll have a few minutes of eco-living stoppage time at the end of the 90. Jaziel Orozco. Content to play that back and forth game with their three at the back. Sobowale. A pass jumped up. It'll be a handball. The handball is on Suba. And now what do we have? Jameson Olave is bending the ear of Elton Garcia and will earn a yellow card for his remonstrations. It's actually not Olave. It appears to be one of the assistant coaches. I think that is Mirza Harambazic, who has, from time to time, when he's needed to, filled in as the replacement goalkeeper for Real Monarchs. He is their keeper's coach. So the caution issued to the bench, but it is Mirza Harambazic. Aaron Gomez. Thinking he got that one to bounce off of Kyle Adams. The assistant referee disagrees. USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academies. You can make up your own mind there. Allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer, bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to the USL senior teams. For more information, visit usl-academy.com. Locomotive Academy under Bob Bigney doing great things, and of course earlier with Texas Tech Health Sciences Center, and now with GECU. Youth program gaining those sponsorships as well, and that is welcome sponsorship dollars to help bring these kids to the next level. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, opportunities for the youngsters and development.
Good work by Powder. Collecting that is Logan Ketterer.
And a good job by Andrew Fox to stay with that runner all the way
Suba.
through.
Yep. Andrew Fox making sure his keeper has an opportunity to touch that ball. What are you talking about when you do, here in the 85th minute, trying to see out a match?
Yeah,
obviously legs are tired. A couple of passes going awry for Locomotive FC. Just trying to keep a damper on this. But a team obviously in Real Monarchs that is playing for their playoff lives. How do you see it out?
Right. It's greatly important that Locomotive lock this down and get the home win to start that 30 days. Get yourself ahead. Give yourself a little bit of a high to get started. And going on the road and then playing games back and forth, away and home. I mean, it can be a grind, but if you can just give yourself a little bit of cushion, get a couple points, or maybe 3 points, that would be a good start to get going.
Rebellon missed on that pass and off to the races. Halsey takes it centrally. Lifted out wide. Slow rolling cross and sliding away. It's Rebellon who has to pick it up from Mishak. You look at this team, though, and I think that whether they're scoring goals or not scoring goals, one of the things you can talk about any Mark Lowry side is the mentality. That might be what carries them through. Top to bottom for the full 90 minutes. Might have some letdowns here and there, but it is mentality that has taken Locomotive to the top of the Mountain Division.
Right, and Coach Lowry really, he wants them to be ready to battle and win, to go out there and have that kind of mentality. Whether they're home or away, but especially at home where they have shown it to be a fortress. Right now, Locomotive is kind of letting the Monarchs play. They're kind of bringing it to them. They're just not sharp.
Overhead kick. Brian Rebellon, I think, taking the worst of that, just trying to lift that up and out of danger, which he did, but an awkward landing after climbing on his bike, and Ricardo Rizan to take a look at the Colombian, and it will be Brian Rebellon coming off the pitch. So certainly, you bring off Maka King at half, Brian Rebellon can slide into that spot. Right fullback role. But as we see Matt Boehner get ready to replace Brian Rebellon, that's the danger. He's off and up under his own power, and that's good to see, but his night is done.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his neck or his head, but you know, a lot of people believe that headers are the cause of concussions, but it's actually from collisions. Collision with the ground, like he had there, or with another player. That is much more the cause of concussions rather than actually heading.
Well,
so
he looks none the worse for wear, and let's hope so, but Matt Boehner replacing him. Boehner very able to fill the full-back role. He's played a little bit all over that back line for Locomotive this year.
Yeah, he can play about any place on that back line.
And do well at it, as Andrew Fox has shown.
And even going so far as to getting onto the scoring line.
True enough. True enough. Andrew Fox with a goal earlier this season to go along with his assist for Locomotive FC. Great to see him back. Of course, it took about 2 months for him to get onto the 18 and then into the starting 11. Locomotive, a little awkward. Cleared off the byline by Keteru, keeps it moving. It will stay in play. Bounce kindly for Turner. Velasquez, who's back out. Shack with the header, whistled for the foul.
And Lucho has come in for this second half, but he has not really seen the ball too much.
Not at all. Trying to slide that one up, Suba. A little bit off, and Locomotive drawing the foul. Orozco taking down Solignac. That's actually pretty veteran move by the young El Pasoan, because if Lucho Solignac gets out and into space, bad things happen to defenses.
Yes.
Brian Rebellon making it back to the bench. Smiles and grins, and you see Yuma there in street clothes. Hope to see the return of the Spaniard soon. Luna, as we are into the 90th minute, I imagine we'll have 3 or 4 minutes of equal living stoppage time shortly. We'll find out. Aron has it bounced back to him. We'll give and go with Velasquez. Seba Velasquez. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile. 1 against 3 though, and well done by Sobowale to escort that back to Jimmy Slayton. 4 minutes of equal living stoppage time on Noche de Locos. If you didn't know it was Noche de Locos yet, you do now. That's like a cross between Dia de los Muertos, Lucha Libre, and Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, gosh.
Ricardo Zacarias about ready to come on for Aron Gomez, who's put in a shift tonight. Trying to work their way in for an equalizer. Locomotive, as you pointed out, kind of content to let things go. As here comes the substitution. Or
Locomotive just needs to be disciplined right now. Make sure that they don't let players get free and be open or ball watch. You know, just kind of do the basics. Do them well.
Logan Ketterer getting word from Elton Garcia. Put it down and play it forward. Takes about 20 seconds off the clock. Well done by a veteran keeper. Runs the risk of seeing yellow, but certainly it appears Locomotive, unless a real opportunity presents itself, will be content with this 1-0 lead. Luna, though.
Not Diego, though.
Nope. He's in space. Making a move. Crossing Aron, the header wide. I think that's just tired legs, not able to steer it on frame. And it will be the last action for Aron Gomez, Locomotive's all-time leading goal scorer. Will be replaced by Ricardo Zacarias. And Aron Gomez got a yellow. I don't know if it's for dissent or time wasting. He looked like he was on a quick jog. Apparently it is for time wasting. Did some zigging and zagging instead of walking straight or how to run. So Aron Gomez replaced. Still dangerous though, Real Monarchs. Locomotive not completely out of the woods. Here's Torres making some moves on Zacarias. Able to steer across and not able to connect with Powder. That one goes way up over the netting. Quick throw in. The cross by Brown. Sam Brown nodded out. Luna gets a touch. Not wide enough. Bodie Davis making some moves. Well escorted by Locomotive and a foul. Bodie Davis over the back of Eder Borelli.
Monarchs given that last minute, flurry of chances for themselves to try to steal a draw.
Ball that went into the stands is now on the pitch. So hopefully that is spotted, which it is. Cole Turner doing the honors, an 8th notch. You see the bandanas, 2,500 of them issued tonight to the crowd, ready for some fireworks. Will there be more? Velasquez into the box. Has to take it down to the byline, played back and missed it. Looking for Zacarias. Was whistled for the foul, and that's going to do it. 1-0, the final score tonight. Locomotive FC back on the winning track. A 14th win. Real Monarchs' postseason hopes are dashed as they fall to 4-17-5. Locomotive makes it the clean sweep over Monarchs this season.
And I can't say that was a pretty W, but it's taking care of business, and you get the 3 points in the win to start off this run of many, many matches in not so many days.
Well, it is Eder Borelli in the 68th minute, forcing the own goal off of Banse. That is the difference tonight between 3 points and 1 point. The post-match fireworks about to come. We never really saw much on the field, but Locomotive FC will get the win, 1-0. Fox to Borelli, and the own goal to give Locomotive the full 3 points this evening here in El Paso, Texas. Back with a post-game show when we continue after this.
Nitro Circus is back for 2021 with the action-packed You Got This tour coming to El Paso Saturday, October 23rd. Top athletes in FMX, skate, BMX, scooter, and more. Are you ready to get this party started? Pouring down huge world's firsts off the biggest ramps in action sports with more crazy contraptions, more insane stunts, more high adrenaline fun than ever before. El Paso, get ready to put your hands in the air. We're coming to Southwest University Park this October 23rd. Get your tickets now at nitrocircus.com. Locomotive FC has gone Adidas. Brand new official Locomotive gear in the 3 stripes is available, including the 2021 jerseys and new styles for men, women, and children. With unique colors and styles, there's something for everyone. Shop online at locomotiveteamshop.com or visit our team shop located at the stadium. Season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a second of the Locos in action by getting a seat to every match. Buy your tickets now at eplocomotivefc.com/ticket or by calling or texting 915-235-GOAL.
Welcome back, Locomotive fans. An eighth notch. Happy on Noche de Locos 1-0 to the home team. As we will have our Estrella of the match brought to you by Estrella Jalisco. And we will send it down shortly to Elizabeth Vega. Heidi, what do you think about this one as Locomotive earns the 3 back on the winning track tonight?
Yeah, Locomotive was able to create chances, but just couldn't get one of their own chances into the back of the net. I'm sure Coach Lowry would like to see more goals because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the wins and to try to maximize the points to get that cushion and get ahead. But, you know, like I said earlier, a win that isn't so pretty is still a win. And, you know, unfortunately for the Monarchs, it gets them out of playing contention, but it adds to the Locomotive's lead to get the most points to be able to host for the playoffs.
Let's head on down to the field for Elizabeth Vega, our Estrella of the match, Eder Borelli.
Let's hear it, Locos. Eder, you had great defense tonight, and you had the cross that went in. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel very happy. Thank you, first of all of you being here today. You are a really important part of that. So I'm really happy we got a clean sheet today. It's really important to us to be confident on that and then try to score, and I think we achieved that today.
You currently lead the team in crosses. How important is that part of your game for the team's success?
I think it's really important, not for me, for the team. We base our game today on crosses, and I think we have a lot of success of that, and really happy about it.
The Locos are now 21 matches undefeated here at home. What does it mean to the team to play in this city?
That's unbelievable. I think you fans have the 21 unbeaten games here at El Paso, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations, Eder.
Eder Borelli, our thanks to Elizabeth Vega for that, and well earned as Eder Borelli salutes the crowd on his way out as we take a look at our highlights tonight. And Eder Borelli's goal this evening. Eder Borelli, your Estrella of the match. And what are your thoughts about his play this evening? He really was the catalyst.
Oh, he stepped up in that captain role and had fantastic defense, but he is known for that service. Usually it's a perfectly flighted, weighted ball on target, and tonight he went towards the end line, dropped it back, and earned that own goal against the Monarchs.
And that was the action that set it up right there.
Yes.
Drawing the contact from Brett Halsey, and on the restart, Borelli and his team went to work. Nice little feed by Andrew Fox. And the physical play of the match is also our Estrella of the match, Eder Borelli. As we take a look at that, our Estrella of the match and the physical play of the match brought to you by Physical Hand and Therapy Centers. Eder Borelli, such great work.
Yeah, he gets into those battles and the duels and finds a way to win them just there, and then creating the opportunity for them to earn the free kick and end up with a goal.
So that little action earns Eder Borelli honors on the night, certainly our Estrella of the match as we take a look further. The GECU save of the game coming up in a little bit. 1-0, Locomotive FC with the win tonight. 21 unbeaten here at the Fortress. A 14th win as we take a look at our GECU save of the match. And this was solid by Logan Ketterer. All of a sudden, all by his lonesome, was Harun Conte. On target, Ketterer Doesn't see a whole lot of action, but certainly called into action there.
Absolutely, and with a 0-0 tie and to keep the clean sheet, that was hugely important for the Locomotive to give them the chance to get the win.
Logan Ketterer, 7th clean sheet on the season, and Locomotive's 11th of the season as a team. As we take a look at our Brian Birds moving into the next match, it will be on the road at Colorado Springs this Saturday night. 7 p.m. is the kickoff at Widener Field in Colorado Springs. Locomotive able to hold the Springs and Switchbacks FC to a 0-0 draw on the road the last time, as the teams will face off for the third of 4 times this season. Switchbacks has yet to make their final visit to El Paso, but Maka King certainly got things started here in El Paso, and a solid effort as Locomotive taking on Haji Berry and Switchbacks FC. Should be pointed out, without Michin Galina, who is on loan now to LAFC. My reaction to that on Twitter was, whew.
Yeah.
Because he was certainly the engine that made things work for Switchbacks, earning the penalty.
And the Switchbacks are definitely going to look to get a win at home so that they can try to catch the Locomotive in the standings. With the El Paso did play well last trip up there a couple of weeks ago, creating the chances. As you mentioned, with Haji Berry, he is on a tear, 24 goals. But with him not having the services of Michi Galina, because he's gotten traded, as we said, that can look a little bit different when the Locomotive go and play there next.
That was Logan Ketterer's, I believe, last clean sheet before this one tonight, and that outstanding double save to keep the sheets clean for Locomotive on the road. The 0-0 draw versus a rough and ready Switchbacks team that will be looking to climb a little closer. Beautiful view of downtown El Paso on a beautiful Noche de Locos. It is the Locos with a 1-0 win tonight for our producer Juan Gutierrez, our director, and all of the gang here at Southwest University Park. Miguel Mendez doing a fine job tonight. For my broadcast partner Heidi Mocha, I'm Duke Keith. Your final score from Southwest University Park: Locomotive FC 1, Real Monarchs SLC 0. Until next time, so long everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.